Chris Thrall, welcome to my living room.
Thank you. Nice to
Where
see you.
where are you zooming in from?
From Calgary, Canada. Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Nice. How is everything up there in Canada?
Excellent. I mean, all things considered, COVID and wise, but we're in a pretty good part of the country from that perspective. But no, things are great.
Are you in any kind of a lockdown or are things fully open now?
Things are mostly like opening up. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's coming together. Yeah.
No,
So no, yeah, we're lucky here.
yeah,
But,
it's more than
yeah,
we can say about this area right now, the country, the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area.
yeah. Are you in Newark? No, where are you in?
I'm in northern New Jersey, so not
Okay.
too far outside of New York, but we were supposed to have our restaurants open
Yes.
4th of July weekend, and they've since thwarted those plans
Right.
because numbers are spiking again. So it's kind of a touch and go.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, our restaurants are open, sort of partially, and it's yeah, it's all tentative.
Yeah. No, well, let's see what the winter brings too. But let's talk about a happy topic,
Yeah, you
shall
bet.
we? Let's talk about the app that has brought us together,
Yeah,
SharedKey.
yeah,
Congratulations. It's such a cool idea, and I want to learn all about it.
you bet. Yeah. Well, it's yeah, it's been a labor of love, let's put it that way, from a family need that my brother and I created literally 10 years ago. So it's been around for a while, but we really just released it to the public just a few years ago. We kind of had it bedded in and using it for our own needs and with some family, some other friends, and then we thought that it got to the point that yeah, we'd like to put this out to the world, and so we've but it's really it's a great organizer and management tool to help families with vacation property. Families are co-owners basically with vacation property, and yeah, managing all those dynamics with the calendar, who's using it when, and all house rules and all your contacts. And so again, we built it for ourselves and just got it to the stage where we've got now the iOS and Android app versions out that we launched just last month.
Wow, congratulations. What a
Yeah.
time to launch an app, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's well, and that's been in the works for a while, but it's interesting. I think that especially now during the COVID times, it's extremely helpful for families because people can't fly around, they can't go on the vacations that they perhaps had planned, and so if families are fortunate to have a vacation property, you've got even the greater constraints and people wanting to use it all at the same time.
Yeah.
So certainly that's the case with our family property. So yeah, and it's we built this to really help promote and facilitate harmony among family members, and it's often that second property that creates a lot of source of conflict, and so we really are excited to have a tool that enables a little bit more peaceful enjoyment of vacation property.
Yeah. So I guess obviously this came out of a pain point for you and your brother, Eric. Where is your second home?
So we and yeah, so we have a family property in a place called Waterton Lakes National Park. Actually, this picture behind me is happens to be a picture of it.
Wow.
Waterton, and if you're familiar with Glacier National Park in Montana,
Mhm.
that actually extends. There's a sort of, it's called the International Peace Park between the United States and Canada. It's the only place I think that sort of thing exists. And at the south end of this lake is actually the U.S. So we're right on the border with the U.S. and yeah, so a beautiful place. We've shared with my mother, who owns the cottage. My father since passed away, but and our two other siblings, and so it actually stemmed out of less of a pain point than maybe a future anticipation of potential pain points. And knowing that the family was growing, and my siblings having kids, myself, my wife having kids, and as we get to that natural stage of life, when, say, your kids are in their 20s and they want to start using it, and then so any kind of property that's within driving distance, I think, is and with parents who have kids of that age, they'll understand that very, very much.
Is SharedKey available worldwide?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's on the web, and it's on the App Store and Android, the Google Play Store. So, and we do have users from around the world. Actually, right now, people in over 30 countries are using it. And that's which is interesting, because right now it's still mainly just in English, but we're adding different languages to it as well, because we want to. This is not a universal problem. Well, it's a universal problem, not exclusive just to English-speaking countries.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. So is your background in tech?
Less so. Actually, my background is more in energy, and I'm currently in the renewable energy space. But it's always been a big passion, technology, and yeah. So these are just great tools to help our lives be better.
Well, where can people find out more about you? I know where I am in New Jersey, this could really help all of those summer shore rentals and balancing out when the renters are coming versus when I want to go as the owner, right?
Yes. Yeah. So people just can check it out at www.sharekey.com, and then, or just go to the app stores and try it out. We offer a free trial, because people, this is their private property, and whether it's a family situation or family condo or cottage or beach house, whatever it is, it's they want to feel comfortable with it. So people get a chance to give it a trial, and also a lot of it is also making sure that their family members are comfortable using it. So that's how we approach that circumstance.
Yeah, what's funny? My next interview right after you is another app called Swimply.
Okay.
Have you heard of this app? So
no.
It's just funny. Like it's not that you guys have things in common, but you kind of do. It's an app where you can find pools. Like if you want a private pool and
Really?
want to go, right? I just think this is so interesting. So between your app and that, I think that's really cool.
And I think that, and you'd mentioned the renters, and I think it really, and some people ask, oh, is this sort of like an Airbnb? And it's not. It's not to facilitate transactions. This is if a family or a co-ownership has a property that they rent out, or it's the sort of thing that is super ideal after you rent it out. You have where you can put in all the information. It's got a great mapping tool, and that sounds kind of simplistic, but like Google doesn't work for a lot of properties that are out of the way. We allow people to pinpoint it exactly so that your renters know precisely where to go. And then things like it's got a local guide. So it's like your favorite restaurants, your favorite things to do, or go down here, talk to this guy. He's known our family for ages, and that it's that sort of thing. And to make it a little bit easier, so that you don't have to do the sort of the zillion emails or calls with all of your renters. So that's the side benefit to SharedKey, but and principally it's to help just manage the interactions among the co-owners as well.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea. I'm renting a condo at the Jersey Shore at the end of the month, and I'm very familiar with the shore town, Wildwood. But if I wasn't and I didn't know where in the area, I would have, like you said, been asking around, spent half of my vacation on Google trying to get service. But now it's all at the palm of my hand from the insiders that know that. So
that's right.
So genius. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you on social media as well?
A little bit, you know, and it's something that we're just building up more and more since we've just built the apps. But we're going to be doing that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, we'll go to your website. Give it one more time.
It's SharedKey.com.
And you could also find it on the iOS, on the App Store.
On the App Store and Google Play under SharedKey.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. This was so much fun.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right.
Enjoy the rest of your summer.
All right, you too.
Bye. Bye.